Yes, sir. Put that jacket on, brother.
Oh yeah.
After
2 hours of prep, almost.
Oh, God. Who thought it would have thought it would have thought
Several
it
dozen
taken this
attempts to
long?
sign into accounts.
Yes, sir. Bob. It
We
did
have
take a minute.
finally gotten us ready
Yeah.
for our live stream.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, you beautiful people, to another day of Fancy Pants Entertainment's live broadcast. I am Mr. Suits, and today I am not your host for the first time in a long time.
Good evening. I am your host, Jonny O Beats.
We're super glad to have Johnny here. He hit me up a couple days ago and asked if he could come crash for a couple days and play some music and hang out. And he's here, man. We're having him. We're loving having him around. So all we're going to be doing today is we're going to be hanging out, playing some tunes, talking with you guys, and really just interacting and seeing what the music side of things does for streaming.
Word, dog. Let's do something.
You want to kick it off and just play us a little tune or two?
Have y'all ever seen an ancient Chinese flute before? Well, that's what this thing is. It's Arya, the flute of wonder. That's what I call her. And, you know, when life gets hard, sometimes you got to just sing it through. They taught us that in the Marine Corps. They told us to play guitar. So when anybody asks me if I'm a guitar player, I said, no, this is just my therapy. Out of the way. This is what the flute sounds like. It's made out of... Any Naruto fans?
Oh, I fucked up. Now we're hot.
And you can do multiphonics. So I use this as a warm-up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Interesting little instrument, man.
Yeah, I know.
Where do you get those?
Amazon, $35. That's all it takes. Amazon Prime.
You told me yesterday that you were gonna make your own.
Oh yes, is it behind you?
I think so.
I think I got some models, some prototypes. Thank you. So, they say when you make it with your own hands, it's better than when you go buy it off Amazon. But since I don't know how to make flutes, well, I'm in the process of learning. I just figured a friend of mine, his name was Bobby. He's a mechanic, go figure. He cut this stalk of bamboo for me, and it was all one piece. And I'm gonna make it like the same thing. Because technically, you don't need this portion of the flute. This alone is the flute. So this flute actually is longer, and so it can play lower. So this one is in F, this one is in G. And so when I plug the holes into it, you know, I'll be able to get your flutes online 2 weeks from now. The cooler part about this thing is when you take out the bottom portion, you lose a note, basically. That's it. Yeah, you lose a note on the bottom. So you need this last bottom joint in order to play all 12 notes of the major key.
Neato.
Yeah, that's it. That's Arya. This is my dad's instrument. It's a trumpet that I have timber oil on. Have you ever heard of timber oil?
I have no idea what timber oil is.
Timber oil is what you use on didgeridoos, and it looked nice at first, but then I kept messing with it. It's supposed to take 24 hours to cure, so you're not supposed to touch it, and so it's all wrinkled. But when I first did it, oh my God,
Beautiful.
it looked like ebony. Now it looks like shit, but that's okay. It's a Yamaha horn. Yeah, so if you want to hear some little ba-doo 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 ba. That's it.
Yep.
Marine Corps trumpet, flute, and we got piano back here. I don't know if you guys like organ, but your boy got an organ. It's a Yamaha YC, and this is what it sounds like. What you think about that? Yeah, man. That's pretty much me. I love music. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm glad that I get to be a part of
Fancy Pants Music.
We're happy to have you, man. Like I said, we don't have any specific plans for the stream today, so it's going to require a lot of interaction from the audience. Got a couple people joining in. Jaronot from Instagram, Joe from TikTok.
Hey, Joe.
So we're glad to see you guys in the chat. If you guys have any questions or if you want to know anything about some of the strange things we've got placed around the room, feel free to ask questions. Davey Boy, welcome. Glad to have you too.
Hey, Davey.
We're going to be playing a lot of different things, different genres, and we're going to be rotating. And yeah, that's all I've got right now. Johnny,
Cool,
if you
man.
want to play for a few minutes and just jam out, I may, when people join in, just talk over you for a second and
Okay, cool.
just keep on jamming. And whenever you're ready to say something, just it's on you, man. Your show.
Cool. Well, I'm not used to streaming, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm gonna open up with a favorite song of mine called Misty. Unfortunately, we don't have the equipment to get the hi-fi like we would, but we will. Just wait.
Listen.
Yeah, so once you memorize the tune in jazz, I'll give you a brief lesson. I did a medley of Misty and Into My Funny Valentine's Day. I didn't play strict melody, but part of becoming a jazz musician is building a vocabulary. And so one of my first teachers, his name was Remus Webb, and what he would have me do every time we got into college, he would ask me to run the scales. We do major scales, Dorian scales, and dominant scales. And that's how I started off with jazz improvisation. How did your musical career start off, bro?
I just got introduced. I was actually bullied in elementary school.
God damn.
And we had this elementary to middle school band teacher who was coming around and asking the classes, like, hey, does anybody want to be a part of the band? The only really bad thing about being part of the band in 6th grade is you lose your recess time, which is where I was getting my
recess.
Yeah, we would give up our recess and go play music instead. That's how it worked. And I was like, recess? I can get out of getting beat up every day?
Yeah.
All right, this sounds like it's for me. And that's what I did. I fell in love with my first instrument, the trumpet.
Yeah.
Ended up being really bad at it. And like a good euphonium player, when you're bad at trumpet, you just swap over and you can make it work for the rest of your high school career.
Yeah.
I took it a step further, did a freshman year of university, and then with music education as my focus. And then the rest is history. I joined the Marine Corps as a musician, met you, and now we're here. So that's my whole history lesson into music. But
Dang, man, that's a lot.
I studied under some pretty impressive names. Richard Perry. He studied under Arnold Jacobs.
Ooh, I've heard that name.
Yep. And Richard Perry and a couple of his associates are kind of known for creating jazz tuba.
So it's a big pedagogy school.
Yep. So it was a nice university, a nice crowd. I'm really glad I got to interact with those people. But I left a year into it and went and joined the Marine Corps and have since put down the music. I haven't really done the music aspect as much, but I still get to live through it through my friends. So I'm really glad to have people like you that play and get to entertain my ear and make me all those feel-good memories from the past come back, you know?
Yeah, that's what music's supposed to do. So, bullied. My sister was bullied. I actually got in a fight with my instructor in college. He was a trumpet player. I'm not gonna say his name, but either way, hazing's a thing in university, and
Yep.
I didn't know that. And well, I did kind of in 8th grade, and so she got a little bit of that. But I'm glad that you got the ability to get away from that. It's funny how music always gives people an opportunity to escape whatever they're going through. I named this guitar a Shandy for this guy named Andy Paxton. Because Andy, while I was in college for music, he could play by ear and he didn't know how to read a lick of music. And I always thought that was impossible because I was classically trained, and I was like, there's no way I can be like Andy Paxton. That's just a miracle. He's a freak of nature. And then over the years, I just started to play the guitar. And I never really took a focus on learning the notes. I just decided to learn chords just like Andy. So Andy and Asia Andy. And so Ashandi.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Good little story.
Andy for the ear and Aisha because that was my ex, and I'm okay saying that. She got me this guitar. I always play it and I think of her. I like doing, like my friend Malachi. He would say you always take a bad situation and you turn it into a good situation. I think they would say something like that in the Marine Corps. You know what I mean? You know, he'd call it divine alchemy and call it something super.
Make the best of a shitty situation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's what they said about guitar. They were like, yo, anytime you got stress, play that stuff out. Sing it out. It's therapy. So thank you, Mr. Suits, for having me on your podcast Twitch channel. I love it here.
I think we're on everything but Twitch.
Oh, we're on everything but Twitch? You guys can tell that I'm new. Okay, let's see. Twitch, TikTok. Hello, TikTok. What should I play? Have you guys ever heard? No, I don't want to do that yet. I don't know what to play. There's always so many options. I played the piano yet?
I think you've played the piano. You're welcome. Like I said, dude, it's your stream. Whatever you want to jam on, however you would like, just sit around and jam on your own and have a good time. That's the key of it.
All right.
So, just make sure you're having a good time.
So, what would be a
Want to talk about creative processes?
Sure.
Okay. When you were doing...
When I was a young boy. Oh,
When you're doing your classical workup for music, what would you do to get your stuff prepared, like the music stuff? Because I always felt like when I got into college, I wasn't at the point where I could... Basically, I learned everything by ear. I had a really hard time connecting the eyes to the notes, and I think a lot of people have that trouble.
I still to this day struggle with my ear, and I as a euphonium instrumentalist just had the ability to run the same thing 1,000 times and muscle memorize it, to where I didn't need to think, I didn't need to...
So you did it the same way, okay.
As far as creative process goes, I was not very creative. I couldn't stem very far away from the ink on the page.
But your tone, I guess that was just pure reps in your
That's
saying.
just huge reps, huge rep count.
Woo!
Tonality comes from playing the instrument.
Mr. Suits has a good tone, you guys. So that's a lot of reps.
A lot of reps.
Okay,
But yeah,
good.
it kicks in after a while, and finding someone you want to sound like helps.
Okay.
Like I tried my best to sound like Brian Bowman growing up.
Brian Bowman.
Yeah, he was a euphonium instrumentalist.
Okay, that's dope.
I just tried to sound like him and would like mess with the oral cavity of the mouth, drop the jaw. As far as like creative process, though, I mean, that's a struggle for me because my ear is atrocious. I have never had a good ear.
You know, there's a guy in the Corps. He was the ESL, enlisted conductor, or whatever that's called.
EC, yeah.
Yeah, EC. whatever.
Stanley or...
It wasn't Stanley. He was a skinny guy, a tall,
not
lanky. He had a
Newell.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, White? No.
He has a twin brother.
Yeah, what was his name?
He had me in oral skills, training those Marines. I got to lead a couple classes, but I had to get him behind that computer and practice the solfege. That's where it's at, man. I think it's the solfege that really helps. So if anybody ever wants to learn how to use their ears, solfege is where it's at. I think I'll play a song.
Go, a deer, a female deer.
No. I worry about the quality, but let's just give it a shot.
You'll want to hold it closer to that microphone, I think.
Okay. Okay, so this next tune is going to be something that you may have heard in the past called I Fall in Love Too Easily by Chet Baker. I've been wanting to do this song for a long time. And so, without further ado, I'm gonna sing it for you guys. But first, I have to pull up the lyrics because it's been about 2 weeks since I've done this. And it's famously recorded by Chet Baker and various other artists. Chet Baker is the most famous recording artist.
schooled in the past. You see, I fall in love too easily. Yes, I fall in love so bad. Welcome back.
Oh my goodness. Dude, you had a lot of people joining in.
Thank you guys.
A lot of people saying, hey, they really like that stuff. Unquantized wanted to let you know he's back. He was watching when we were testing things out.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Unquantized. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that was beautiful, man. I'm not going to lie. I had to go check it just to make sure. I went out, stepped outside the room for a second. Oh, I'm standing right in front of you.
That's fine.
Camera awareness.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. I went outside and it sounded like a jumbled mess for just a second. I don't know what happened between our testing and now, but I think we just needed to move the mic away a little bit.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
And beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful.
Cool.
The best it sounded so far.
Got control.
Oh
okay.
my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, it takes time to get in control of the sound, but the time you put in, sometimes the time you get out, so.
And man, your voice, Jesus.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Oh my God.
I want to switch up the vibe. This is a song called Butterfly. It's in the wrong key because I like to practice in all 12. But yeah, Herbie Hancock wrote this song. It's about right here. Herbie Hancock, guys, thank you for listening. We could do this all day, but why waste your time with one song when we got thousands more? Yeah, you ever listen to Herbie Hancock, brother?
I don't know the name.
We can turn it down so they can hear us.
I'm gonna actually adjust where I'm sitting based on the new camera angle.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go sit over here so that.
So you can be right next to me? I can scoot over.
No, this is fine.
I'm
about to start the show here.
I want to see you though.
I wanna just look at
He
you.
said he want to just look at me. Alright, well I guess I'm the star of the show, guys. Alright, so I think a good show would be about an hour and a half. or an hour and 15 minutes, you know. I'm not gonna play the whole time. So, fun fact about me, I grew up in Oklahoma, and from there I moved to New York. And from New York, I moved to Alabama in 2007, and from then to 2017, I stayed there. And that's when I joined the Marine Corps. I met my good friend, you know, the host, Mr. Suits, the one and only, you know, Fancy Pants. And then we spent a couple years, or a year and a half, and some change in Okinawa, Japan. And then from there, I went to New Orleans, Louisiana. I got a 504 in my number for a reason, guys. And so, yeah, been around the world, back again, and just fortunate to be here in Colorado, where I get to share some beautiful music. And I'm really grateful for Herbie Hancock, too. I don't know if I know it in this key, so we're gonna just forgo me trying to waste you guys' ears. One of the next tunes I'm gonna play, I think, is Old Folks. It's a song that's gonna be on the album Agape. You like that fade out, guys?
That was pretty good.
I've been doing this for a while. Usually I talk to the audience at coffee houses and have my speaker with me, and we do this frequently, almost every week, but I've been traveling these days, so I haven't gotten a chance to be in that space, but we can be in that space at any time we go live. Everyone knows him as Old Folk, like the seasons he'll come and he'll go, just as free as a bird and as good as his word. That's why everybody loves him so. Always leaves his spoon in his coffee, puts his napkin up under his chin, and that yellow copper guy, it's so mellow, it's right, but you needn't be ashamed of him. Every Friday he'll go fishing way down on Buzzard's Lake, but he only hooks a perch or two. A whale got away. Hey, 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 hey. So we warm up the steak. Hey. Someday there'll be no more old folks. What a lonely old town it will be. Children's voices at play will be still for a day, the day that they take old folks away. Thank you. I didn't really introduce that last tune. I appreciate that.
That was beautiful, man.
Old folks, it's dedicated to people in your life who made an impact, who were there for you, who kind of mentored you up through the days and the times that were more challenging than you would probably wanted them to be. And so every time I play that song, I always make sure I think of somebody special and try and keep the intention on love and giving back. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for listening to Old Folks.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you guys tuning in. We've had about 30 people come and go on TikTok in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, God, go.
So it's really nice to have that many people flowing in and out. Let's check the stats.
Alright, so let me think of a funny story. Anything funny happened to me in the last 3 days? I can't think of any jokes. I can't think of nothing country, friend. I'm trying to think. Is it just you or is it just me? I've been paying attention to this. Oh, the Drake, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Kendrick Lamar stuff was whack.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's about all that's happened.
Brother,
The Super Bowl.
I wonder how much they rehearsed that.
I wonder how much they rehearsed it for, and it still didn't like get exposed or leaked anywhere.
That's true.
You know, like no one had any clue if it was getting played or not.
That's a good point.
So, like I said, it's got to be like in the shadows, some underground warehouses, rehearsals. Or I guess Kendrick Lamar could just pay for a building.
I'm just flabbergasted. It was a good dance. It was a good choreography. I give it to them for that. The choreography was really good. What else did I like about it? I just like when he looked at the camera and said Drake's name.
Hey Drake.
That was my favorite part. Cause you know Drake was looking at that and he was just like, all right, brother. All right. Well, I think I'll play one more song. I didn't have too much else, but in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I think I would like to do that one. My Funny Valentine. So that's one of my favorite songs. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and play for you guys My Funny Valentine. Not much history, but if you haven't noticed the trend by now, my favorite artist is Chet Baker. And he recorded this famously. But there's a lot of musicians who did this. Who else did this? Miles Davis did this song, but he didn't do it as a vocalist because that would have sounded crazy.
I know that name, Miles Davis.
My funny damn time. Oh my gosh.
Who is Miles Davis?
Miles Davis. You want to know who Miles Davis is? I'll tell you. We get sued real fast.
I have insurance. It's fine.
Here we go. If you don't know it.
3, and.
was wondering why my audio sounded so weird. I'm sitting behind the speaker. Have you guys ever heard Flute with Miles Davis? I think it's only appropriate. Thank you guys for listening to Jonny O Beats. We got more music to come. Just about one song, like I said, My Funny Valentine. That was So What by Miles Davis. Oh yeah, thank you guys for listening and being here at Fancy Pants Entertainment.
You got called romantic.
Oh, I got called romantic? Oh, thank you. I am a lovebird at heart, so Valentine's Day is here. It's time to get paid. so unphotographable. Yeah, you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than green? Is your mouth a little weak when you open them to speak? Are you smiling? No, don't change your hair for me. No, not if you care for me. Stay, coming Valentine. Stay, 'cause with you each day's a Valentine. Is your figure less than green? Is your mouth a little weak when you open them to speak? Are you smiling? Oh, don't change your hair for me, no, not if you care for me. Stay, come make Valentine. Stay, with you each day's a coming Valentine's Day. Thank you for listening to Jonny O Beats, and my heart beats for the music.
You're attracting quite a crew there,
Oh,
Johnny.
we got an audience, yeah.
5 on Kick.
すごい
currently
ですね。
watching, 3 on TikTok.
私は Jonny O Beats.
I don't think it's 5 on Instagram.
僕のはですね。
You got double
Sí se
digits.
puede. All right, you guys. Well, I don't have many other tunes. I am a softie at heart. I do have one other ballad though that I can play here. So just give me one moment to gather my thoughts and sit back, and I'll let it be a surprise.
While we're waiting, guys, if you're sitting here tuning in, it would help Jonny O Beats out a lot if you go to his Instagram page and leave him a quick follow. Help him grow his own music so that he could do this every day, all day, you know? We'd love to have him around more often and for Johnny to be able to not do a 9 to 5 and just play music for you guys. So that only comes through a larger following. So if you have the time, go stop over by his Instagram and give him a follow, please.
Thank you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. No pun intended.
That was a good pun, nonetheless.
Thank you. Sometimes in life we gotta just slow down, guys. A lot of these ballads that I've been playing have felt fast to me, and I want to be able to give you guys my best work. So, with that being said, I'm going to sing this song entitled Misty. Of yours, hello, that music I hear, I get misty the moment you're near. Can't you see that you're leading me on? And it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, while I wander through this winter wonderland to the end alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I get misty and too much in it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm on my own. While I wander on this winter wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I get misty and too much in love. When I look at you, I get misty. When I close my eyes, I'm dreaming of you, thinking every day how I love you. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. See you guys on the other side. That's all the music I got for today. Thank you for joining us here at Fancy Pants Entertainment.
It was kind of a successful stream, not gonna lie. We had a lot of traffic coming in and out. TikTok does that, having TikTok around, helps get some exposure. So we'd love to have you play again, and we'll see how everything turned out after we get off.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Johnny, and next time we won't spend 2 hours setting up, I promise.
Peace.
See?